This week's Torah portion, B'chukoisai, is the first of two places in the Bible that lists admonitions to the Jewish people, to the Jewish nation, of what will occur if, God forbid, they estrange themselves from God and His ways. And some of the things in the list sound so absurd and sound so crazy that such things could possibly even happen. And yet in recent days, we had a reconfirmation that almost anything is possible, even the unspeakable. The terrible tragedy that happened in Uvalde of someone shooting his own grandmother and then bringing to an end the lives of 19 children and 2 adults. Unthinkable that such a thing could be happening in our era of 2022. And so what are the lessons for us? The Torah portion begins with the words, Im b'chukoisai telecho, if you will follow my statutes. The word im is God pleading with us. It's for your own benefit if you follow my ways. Please, im, if only you would, the world would reap its benefits. And the word b'chukoisai, my statutes, as we know that our rabbis segregate 3 different types of mitzvot. There are commandments from God that make sense, or so you would imagine: do not kill, do not steal. There are certain commandments that are commemorative, like our holidays. And then there's a third category of commandments known as chukim, statutes. They are commandments that make no sense. And our rabbis tell us that at times we should follow all commandments with the same vigor and approach and attitude as though they are simply a God-given commandment and they don't necessarily have to be rationalized or understood by the human mind. We probably would fare better if we were able to indoctrinate our children with a sense of Kabbalat Ol, accepting upon themselves a yoke of listening to that which is superior to them. They don't have to understand everything. They don't have to feel everything. They don't have to feel good about everything. It doesn't have to come natural to them. It's not something that they have to behave according to something that they have understood and come to by their own volition. No. They should behave so because this is what society demands. Respect, safety for others, independent whatever is going on in your own life. You know, in the old days, there were certain things that we just did. And they can be laughed at, thinking that they're superficial and they're only simply, outward behaviors. Like when people used to walk into a class, an adult, another teacher, a rabbi, we would stand up, all of us by our desks, out of respect, until the person either left or sat down. When you do this often enough, it teaches you respect. Don't sit in your parents' chair. Don't sit at your parents' place at the table. Don't talk while your parents are talking. Don't refute what your parents are saying in their presence. Maybe we need to bring back some of the old customs to teach us respect, to teach us that we have limitations, and it's not about us. We have a lot to learn even in 2022. Our mental health, our social well-being of our children are at stake. In b'chukoisai telecho, if only we could get to a better place, and if only we had a different level of observance of behavior independent of whether we understood the importance of it or not. Have a great Shabbos.